Hello, welcome to our video tutorial. In this video tutorial, we are going to see how to implement or how to use simple arrays. Of course, a one-dimensional array. So we'll see how to declare them, how to initialize them, how to add value to them, and how to access or how to read a value from the array. So let's create simple Java project. File, new project. Simple array. Finish. Okay. So in here, first, what's an array? An array is simple data type, but it can include or it can contain multiple values in a single variable. Let's assume if I have a variable name, it's a string variable, and it's going to hold a string value. So, but how many value can it store? Only a single value. So what if I want a string variable that can contain multiple names? It doesn't have to be as a multiple variable. Assume I'm going to have 5 student names. Then what I'm going to do is student name 1, student name 2, student name 3, student name 4, and finally student name 5. This is how we are going to implement it in a normal simple string variable. But this has its own problems. First of all, it's going to waste memory in RAM because we are declaring 5 variables, and also it's hard to manage because we have 5 different variables and we have to assign data and we have to retrieve data in those variables exactly using their names, and it doesn't work like that. So we have to come up with another solution, and that's what array is about. What we are going to do is a string. It's an array, so I'll give it a brisk. Then student names. I'm going to name the variable. I'm going to make the variable name plural to just to show or to describe it as a multi-value variable. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is to store variables in this string variable. To store value, I can put student names of 0 equals Barakat. So the first name in the student names variable is going to be Barakat. But here I only created the variable. That's what the error is about. See what it says? Variable student names might not have been initialized. So we have seen how to create a variable, but we didn't initialize the variable yet. We didn't initialize means we have to tell the compiler or Java that how many items or how many values are we going to store in this student names variable. 5 names, 10 names, 20 names, 2 names, doesn't matter, but we have to tell it. So what we are going to do is new string of 5. Now the variable is gone, the error is gone. As you can see, now I have only one variable, but it can store up to 5 values. So it minimizes the workload of creating 5 variables and manage them individually. So in here, it's a simple task. Like in here, what we did is declare and initialize simple array, and now store values to array. So now in the array of the first element should be Barakat, the second element should be John. It goes on like that. So let's have 5 names. So as you can see, array numbering starts from 0. So 5 items means the last one is indexed as 4. So let's have different names. Okay, so these are the items of the variable. So I stored 5 variables in a single value, indicating its index or telling its index. Index of 0 should contain this value, index of 1 should contain this value. So this is how we are going to store values in a variable, in a simple variable. Now let's see how we are going to, or how we can read value from arrays. So let's have a simple for loop. Int I0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Why 5? Because the size of the array is 5. Now I want to show, I want to display the output. So I'll say println. Now the value is going to be student names of I, because the loop starts from 0 and goes to less than 5, which means 4. Let's try our application. Hit run, and it's being compiled. Now the output is, this is our output. So which means here we are reading array values. Okay, now I have 5 items and I have stored 5 names in it, and I retrieved 5 of them. Let's assume we don't use the 5th one. What's going to happen? Let's run our application and see the result one more time. As you can see, it shows me four names I have entered, and the last one is going to be null. I didn't give it any value, but since I created 5 sized array, and the 5th one is going to be null. Okay, so this is how simple variables work. Of course, it's a waste of memory. Since I'm not using the 5th one, it shouldn't use it. It shouldn't just put null and wasted the size. But it's how simple arrays work. Let me show you the other thing. What if we want to add one more student as a 6th element? Does it work for us? Let's try. Let's run our application. And now, as you can see, we bump into exception. What it says is Java language array index out of bound exception. When I try to use index 5. Index 5 means the 6th element. So we are not going to resize our array. We can't be able to add more items once we declare the array. So these are also the limitations of a simple array. The limitations are: 1, once we declare value 5, it's going to maintain 5 elements. Even if we use 3 of them, the rest 2 will be wasted. The next limitation is we can't add additional elements other than the declared size. So it's kind of rigid data structure. So in the next video, we'll see how we can solve this issue. Actually, it's a different topic. It's called array list. It will cover all the topics in a simple array. but also it will solve the limitations of an array. So we'll see that in the next video. We are done for now. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, of course, for further videos. Thank you very much.